RCB. Do I start in Canada or Mexico?
We didn't do Animal
Are
Kingdom.
we really AK haters?
From New York, Dillos is Live, starring Frank and Jen Dillo. This is Mr. Snidillo in studio along with music by Matt Harvey, inviting you to join the Dillos and their guests while they tangent and wax nostalgic. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Frank and Jen.
No, it's just Jen. It's only Jen. You almost did it. You almost got it all in.
So close to figuring this out.
Well, thanks, Mr. Snidillo, for that introduction. This is Theme Park Thursday Live with Dillos Diz, 3 months into figuring out Riverside. She is Jen.
Hello.
And I am Frank. And we, for the next 30 minutes, more or less, give or take, are going to discuss 3 topics or subjects here on Theme Park Thursday Live that we did not discuss on the podcast. We haven't done one of these in a while. Mm-hmm. And so we're bringing it back on our podcast this week, available in all the podcatchers. We chatted about, we recapped, I guess, more about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. We were there on opening night last Friday. So that was the podcast episode for this Theme Park Thursday. Next Thursday, we'll have Jollywood Nights. And then, like we like to do on the podcast, is drag out the content following one of our visits to the parks. So we are anticipating the full month of December will be full of reviews, not necessarily episodes, but reviews of some of the things that we took in during the trip. Some first-time stuff like GO82 and Beacon Barrel, and some things that we've done in the past, Kona, and other new dining adventures for one or both of us that we did last week. Because last week at this time, we were waiting for, Luminous at GO82. It's fine. I said it right.
Way to say the name right. That was very impressive. That was very nice. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine that right now, as we speak, the Very Merry Christmas Party is going on for new people. And it's fine that this time last week we were hanging out in GO82. And it's fine that I'm freezing in New York right now. It's all fine.
It's all fine. It's not all wham like it was last week.
It's not all wham. Hello to Jeffers, Val, Ryan, Lewis, Theme Park Rob. I think I saw you in there earlier. Hello to everyone in the chat tonight. Oh, Ryan, we can't reveal that just yet. Did you not hear? We have to extend the content. Right?
Extend the
Can't give
content.
that away.
Pros and cons for sure. No, I don't know if there's cons. Pros and pros.
Right, pros and pros. And I don't know that we have that answer yet. So we need to drag it out so that we can maybe process and figure it out ourselves.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to get to a conclusion by the time we need to.
I mean, Lord knows I won't. I don't make decisions.
Yeah, Jen cannot get there. Jeffers, no spoilers on the
new T-shirt.
I have a new T-shirt. For those of you who don't know, last week on our Insta Live, Jeffers and Theme Park Rob and Jen and myself were on the Skyliner, following a meal at Sebastian's, watching Luminous, in which I, in particular, was specifically saying Epcot fireworks because I was afraid of saying harmonious. Mm-hmm. And then when I admitted that, I was like, oh, and I actually don't think I know the current name. It's not coming to me. It's not. And the only thing that would come to me was disillusionment.
And from then on, a T-shirt idea was in the works, and it is the only word we chose to use the entire rest of the trip.
Yeah, it was if the meetup, our 3rd annual meetup, as it were, at Walt Disney World, if it had a subtitle, it would be "or disillusionment." So that's where we are.
Yes.
Three topics or subjects. I have to admit, I didn't get to. I think I know one topic very well because how could I not? But the other two topics, I'm not completely sure. Definitely the number one, I do not know.
Yeah.
So Jen will have to enlighten me so I can comment. But Jen, at this time, please reveal the three topics here on Theme
Yeah.
Park Thursday Live.
And if you're new to Theme Park Thursday Live, and it has been a while since we've done it, we like to have the chat vote on the order in which you'd like to hear these stories, which I'm thankful for because during that time I can bring up information again since I had them on the ready and then realized I restarted my computer and now I don't have them anymore. So that'll buy me some time. So, topic number one, falling down the rabbit hole with Sabrina Carpenter. There's gonna be a new movie, a little crossover Disney remake musical thing happening with Sabrina Carpenter. Topic number two, the toys are back in town. A little Toy Story. I was singing it, like the toys are back in town, that. So that's topic number two. It's kind of self-explanatory. And topic number three, #AlwaysMGM unwraps Christmas nostalgia. Two things we love: MGM Studios and nostalgia. So those are the three topics. One, falling down the rabbit hole with Sabrina Carpenter. Two, the toys are back in town. And three, #AlwaysMGM unwraps Christmas nostalgia. Place your bets and vote in the chat which ones you would like to hear and in what order, while Frank, Vamps, and I bring up some news stories to help.
No, I'm glad you did tip me off about the third topic, and I did kind of go sideways into what that was about, and I was like, oh, okay. #AlwaysMGM nostalgia. I'm here for that.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what information you provide me about topic number one.
Yes.
Topic number two, of course, I watched yesterday, but was unaware. I will say, for someone who for 30 years lives and breathes Toy Story, pretty much, because this is the anniversary month, the 30th year anniversary month that Toy Story came out, but also we're about 10 days out from when I did my initial training weekend at #AlwaysMGM. So I had already done traditions, and then I was doing my entertainment training over at #AlwaysMGM. So ever since then, I've been a little attuned to that. But I was shocked last night. I was like, "What? The Toy Story 5 trailer came out? What?" Especially that Tuesday, the 9-year-old was all in on like some of these Toy Story shorts and specials. So we were doing kind of a Tuesday morning deep dive on Toy Story content. And then Wednesday was like, boom, here's the Toy Story 5 trailer.
Yeah. All right. Lewis, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2. Wait, 1, 3, 2. I can't read the numbers. Have you seen this tangent? Have you seen on the TikTok where they go, if you're reading this correctly, it means you probably, and they diagnose you with something because the words are actually out of order, but you can read it perfectly. Have you seen those talks?
I mean, I think I have, yeah, but it's been a while. I don't know, is it a new?
And I'm like, what do you mean? And I have to like slowly read them to see what is actually out of order. That's what's happening with Lewis's number here. 1, 3, 2, 4, 6. That doesn't count, Lewis. 2, 1, 3 from Jeffers. 3, 2, 1 from Val. 2, 3, 1 from Theme Park Rob. 2, 1, 3. Ryan and Jeffers were sticking with that. All right, maybe we'll go 2, 1, 3. So number 2, toys are back in town. So yeah, what brought on the Toy Story marathon for you the other day?
I honestly, I'm not 100% sure. I had shown the 9-year-old some of the Christmas parade, the Once Upon a Time Christmas parade, Once Upon a Christmas Time parade, and so
Disillusionment parade.
and was talking through the float of like that Forky was on the float and Bullseye, and that led to and then I feel like that led to all of a sudden Forky Asks a Question was on Tuesday morning, and then that led to and I know we'll get into that. I see Ryan's comment here. The short that exists where you find out where Bo Peep was all those years, and then that led into and you know what? I know the day before the Veterans Day, we were walking and the 9-year-old said there should be a Toy Story Christmas special, and I was like, there is. It has the little angel kitty. I had seen the angel kitty ornament in Toy Story Land last weekend, and I was like, she's like, oh, I don't remember it too much. I was like, oh, we need to watch it. So that was also part of it, which is, the Christmas specials associated with Toy Story IP. It has like the battle dinosaurs in it and whatnot. It reminds me a lot of, and I have no evidence that this is the case, but the famous story of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is that it's a much darker movie because both George Lucas and Spielberg were going through divorces. So then their feelings were being projected into this movie. And that's a little bit of what I feel when I watch the Toy Story Christmas special. I'm like, why is everyone so angry?
What happened during the making of this?
Why are we all fighting? And so I do enjoy it, and there's parts of it I really enjoy, but as a whole, I don't quite understand. I mean, there's a message there, but I was like, is this the direction we need to go in with this Christmas special? I'm not sure.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't think I've watched the Christmas one in a while. I've probably watched the Halloween one more recently than the Christmas one, but I need to bring that one back up again. Yeah, Ryan's comment about the fifth movie and Woody is with Buzz. I thought he stayed behind with Bo Peep, and I have seen this comment a lot of, oh, so he's just back? Like, what's happening? I'm hoping we find out the answer in the movie. I will read the info on the teaser that's up on YouTube that Pixar put. In the teaser, fans are introduced to the new character Lilypad, a high-tech frog-shaped smart tablet voiced by Greta Lee. That makes Buzz, Woody, Jesse, and the rest of the gang's job exponentially harder when they have to go head-to-head with the all-new threat to playtime. Tom Hanks returns as the ever-loyal cowboy Woody, Tim Allen. The gang's all here, basically. But yeah, so hopefully maybe the first few minutes of it's going to be interesting. Like, how much time are you spending with getting Woody back? Is it going to be like a flashback to how Woody returned? Is it going to be secretly most of the movie, and then this whole Lilypad storyline is like the last quarter? I don't know. But I find the topic of it all interesting, considering when these movies started in the 90s and how big of a deal all the toys that were in the movie were.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I guess how can you not introduce electronics? But then there's like a little part of like, oh, that's sad though. But we'll probably have a good message to it if we know Pixar and Toy Story. But
yeah, I mean, I think that it's not that Toy Story 3 is a perfect ending to a trilogy. Like, so I understand everyone's feelings about such things when it comes to Toy Story 4, and Toy Story 4 is definitely like, it's fine, but it's not Toy Story 3, obviously. So what I was somewhat amused by with the trailer was it was a lot about what's in the box. It almost felt like the end of 7. What's in the box? Yeah. Open the box. and so I think they were trying to lead you into this idea that it was going to be Woody inside the box.
Right.
And then the lily pad is inside the box, and then you see Woody. So you're like, what is this? So there is an element that that is how much of the movie is going to be about that, but I also please avoid that it's actually going to go back in time, like prior to when Woody left, but Forky is in it. So again, let's tell a story about when Bonnie got a lily pad for Christmas or something. I don't want that. Get the story if you're trying to get the franchise back on track. Some people were let down by Toy Story 4. Then get the franchise back on track. It's such a viable IP/franchise that and it's been 30 years. So again, it's all there. The money's there if you want it.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the chat, Lexi. Where are you? Excuse me. Where are you at with the fact that there's 5 Toy Stories at this point?
Again, the 3 are perfect to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Yes.
perfect trilogy. I didn't mind the offshoot specials and the shorts and even as what people thought a streaming service would bring, like
Mm-hmm.
all of that. Like, of course, you want to keep expanding the franchise in some way. So yeah, Toy Story 4 was like, oh, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? Um, at the same time, I am okay with the idea of a Bonnie trilogy after an Andy trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
But what they did with Toy Story 4 is not necessarily the first step
Right.
in that process. Now, if you
Yeah.
want to call Toy Story 3 an overlap
Mm-hmm.
of the end of Andy's story and the beginning of Bonnie's story, and you want to call Toy Story 4 the second part of Bonnie's trilogy, maybe if I
Yeah.
really want to go into it in a deep way that no one will ever understand,
Yeah.
I could see that too, where Toy Story 4 is like, oh, they're all separate, and then this will be the end of the Bonnie trilogy,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, but I don't believe that. I believe there will be a Toy Story 6.
Right. Yeah. And just keep going and new trilogies being made every
Yeah,
few years with, I mean, I think it's I
justify
have,
anything, but I want it to
mhm,
be justified.
right.
Yeah,
I have a hard time having the feeling I do about some other sequels and stuff of can we just leave the good movie? But also feeling like, okay, but I love the character. It's kind of like Frozen 2. There's no need for a second movie, but do we love the characters and the
hmm
music? Yes,
hmm
sure,
hmm
I'm all in. And that's how I feel about Toy Story. I'm gonna watch all the Toy Stories. I appreciate all of them. The first 3, I agree, are like, okay, we're all set here. But yeah, that's an interesting point of like kind of going into these new trilogies of new kids experiencing these toys and the life they
yeah,
live and how they're utilized and how they're played with and new things that are brought into the picture like electronics now
yeah.
or whatever because of how time is going on. Interesting. So I don't hate it, but I'm like, but do we need it? But also I don't hate it. I don't know.
Right, and I think this speaks to some of the conversations that we've had over the past year or whatever. Like when we had Theron Skis on,
Yeah.
you know, the Disney Springs, Imagineering, all of that has the Creating Memorable Worlds book, and he's very focused on storytelling,
Mm-hmm.
which I love myself a good story, sure, but I'm also a character-driven person.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like I'm gonna watch the Toy Story characters do anything. I No, I don't want it to be at the hindrance of a bad story.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still need the good story, but sometimes I will forgive the lesser story in favor of seeing the characters again. Whether we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
I always kind of go back to this interview with John Hamm that I saw where he's like, I'm gonna play Don Draper again someday, and I'm like, I want to see you play Don Draper in the 1980s marketing world.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I want to see how he can parlay that. And I want to see Don Draper in a 1980s world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think there's a lot there, and those characters are so good. Like, I want to see the Mad Men characters again.
Yeah.
That's an example I go to a lot. A lot of people struggled with Lost,
Mm-hmm.
and like I was like, I don't care. The characters are awesome. There's loopholes. There's things that people don't like. It doesn't bother me. The core story is there, and the characters are great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Um, like with Frozen is a great example too, and see what they do with Frozen 3.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with Toy Story, it's like no, I want to keep seeing the characters.
Yeah.
Just make it work. Make it
Right.
work.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's never going to be a time where they put out a Toy Story and go, I'm not watching that. Of course I am. Like, that's
Right.
never going to be a thing.
Right.
All right, 10 minutes left. So where do I have to go again? Still learning Riverside. Still, that's right, over here. Okay, so it was 231, I think, maybe, or it is now. So, hashtag always MGM unwraps Christmas nostalgia. I'm also going to attempt to share my screen at this moment.
Mhm.
Let's see how that goes. Share. Okay. Screen. And this one. And this one. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Sort of, yes.
Is it okay? Your call is in another. Okay. All right. All right. So, Walt Disney World has announced that a new holiday themed display will debut at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Hashtag always MGM. I don't know why they left that out. Featuring props from Christmas movies along with screenings of Walt Disney animated short films. Here's the announcement. This is from Blog Mickey, by the way. Holiday movie props coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios beginning November 14th, which is tomorrow as we record this, and we are live. Walt Disney Presents at Disney's Hollywood Studios will debut a festive new exhibit celebrating some of Disney's most beloved holiday films. The limited time display will feature props and artifacts from classics such as The Santa Claus, Noel, Babes in Toyland, and The Muppet Christmas Carol, offering guests a nostalgic look back at decades of Disney holiday storytelling. In addition to the exhibit, visitors can enjoy a screening of a special collection of animated short films, including On Ice, Pluto's Christmas Tree, and The Art of Skiing, a perfect seasonal addition to the park's holiday offerings. So that is what is happening there. Let me see if I can get us back normally. I did it. So your thoughts?
Love it.
Yeah. Now I'm mad that we just got back.
Well, next year I'm gonna go in early December. No, I love every part of it. Right, it's very classic, old school Disney MGM Studios.
Yeah.
I tell you, oh, you got to show props. I'm there. I think that it makes sense. We just referenced that theater recently. That's in the Mac of Walt Disney Presents, as we were talking about Father of the Bride, and I remember seeing the trailer for Father of the Bride at the end of the Backstage Studio Tour 35 years ago. So that is, so I appreciate the use of the space, and having it again. I'm always in favor of, like, Epcot with its festivals. Like, you got the recurring themes. I want to see more of that. I want to see, I wanted them to figure that out with this Galactic Star Cruiser of, like, there should be a Life Day story on the Galactic Star Cruiser, and there should have been even in Galaxy's Edge. I feel like one weekend it could be the original characters, and one weekend it could be the newer characters. I feel like they can play around with those models to create repeatability. So whether, and that's why I kind of look forward to with the animation stuff they're putting in the courtyard is, will they change the displays out? Will it represent certain months or seasons or anniversaries or whatever? Like, that stuff I want to know more about, because that's going to keep me going into those areas. So I love that part of it. Obviously, I love Pluto's Christmas Tree and The Art of Skiing, like classics. So, for us, and probably I remember it more than Jen, that when Mickey's Christmas Carol was on NBC in the 80s, the first half hour was those cartoons.
Yes. 100%.
And then the second half hour was Mickey's Christmas Carol, and that's it. That's Christmas right there.
That's a perfect night, is what that is.
And so I'm in favor of that, and it was interesting. Maybe we'll save this for a little deeper dive next week on the podcast. But walk in that area between Toy Story Land and the theater. And thankfully it was dark for me not to get super annoyed by all the construction and the demolition of the arch and things like that.
Yeah.
That I was like, oh, this all feels weird.
Yeah, it's all. I appreciate that they're bringing some of this back, because it does feel a little old school MGM like, which you changed the name to Hollywood and then you just got rid of all the Hollywood stuff and you kept. So I appreciate this, and I am. I'm sad that it wasn't there when we were just there and got to see it. But I know that Lewis and Val are going down soon, and I expect a full report. I was going to ask if you saw this.
I saw, right, so it was that the Busby Berkeley dancers from the Great Movie Ride are in one of the storefront windows on
Hmm.
Hollywood Boulevard. I don't think it was there when we were there.
Oh,
I
interesting.
I have a quick video that I'm like,
Oh.
I don't think they're in there.
Mm.
So someone else may have to confirm that for like I'll have to look around a little bit more because I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to see them up close and personal when I was
Right.
at Jollywood Nights. And then I was like, oh, if I'm looking at the same building on my stuff right now, I don't see them in the window. So I need to
Yeah.
know when they really went in there.
Yeah. Now I have to see if I have any video walking past there. But to Rob's point, theme park Rob is saying it was bad enough passing the Muppets Theater. I think we were all really distracted, and so we would have been looking this way probably anytime.
Like they're like, Jen's coming, so we're gonna put Bing Bong right across so she's not paying
Like,
attention to the
yeah,
Muppet
Muppet
courtyard.
Theater. Oh, Bing Bong. Okay. All right.
Um,
We have
yeah.
4 minutes.
Okay,
So
great.
our
A
last
minute and a
topic,
half.
our last topic here is falling down the rabbit hole with Sabrina Carpenter. I'm going to share my screen once again.
Speaking of the Muppets, can we focus on Sabrina Carpenter doing the Muppet Show before we already have moved on to Alice?
We're moved on. We're moved on now. So Sabrina, this is from Variety. Sabrina Carpenter to lead Alice in Wonderland inspired musical at Universal. Pictures, not the park. Sabrina Carpenter is headed to the movies. The pop star will lead her first major studio feature with a new musical at Universal Pictures. The project is inspired by Lewis Carroll's trippy. Does that say pic? Is that not picture as? Is that pic? What does that say?
Oh, that's a
No,
odd
I
word.
I can't read that word. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, which is in public domain. Along with starring, Carpenter will produce the Untitled project, along with Mark Platt through his Universal-based Mark Platt Productions.
Mhm.
Okay, I wonder if this will be good or not. Like what? Come on, of course. The project comes just a week after Carpenter earned 6 Grammy nominations for her 7th studio album. Blah 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 blah. But Sabrina Carpenter, showing up everywhere.
A lot of Sabrina Carpenter going on
A
in the world.
lot of Sabrina Carpenter, and to me, she is always Maya Hart from Girl Meets World. So, but I appreciate that they're throwing her into this world a little bit. It's an interesting balance of her as the pop star and then her in these worlds. But yeah, to your point, like the fact that she just got announced with the Muppets, and now that like these are 2 very big projects, I feel like. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, again, what I see, and I'm old, so I don't see a lot of Sabrina Carpenter, but
Hmm.
I'm like, I get excited when you kind of start to see somebody iconic come
Yeah.
along and get in and what do I want to say, reignite some pop culture that we're used
Hmm.
to, rather than we over the years we like I like Dua Lipa, but Sabrina Carpenter is getting very main.
Yes. Are we seeing Frank frozen, or is that just me? Oh, you're
So I'm
back.
not 100% sure. I am back. I didn't know if I got lost there or
Yeah.
what. So yeah, you're kind of on this path of just taking over the world.
Hmm.
I appreciate somebody who rises towards world domination in the pop culture world.
Yeah.
So it's a fascinating story to watch.
Hmm.
I'm not 100% convinced about Alice as I love all things Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
All things.
Yep.
And but I also know that 90% of the Alice in Wonderland products that have been created, not only in my lifetime but ever,
Yeah.
are not very good.
Yeah.
So
Except Adventures in Wonderland, obviously.
obviously, Adventures in
Hmm.
Wonderland and the Disney cartoon is basically where
Right.
I am with
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
And So again, my buddy Matt, who does all our music,
Hmm.
we joke a lot about certain IPs, I guess, like Robin Hood movies or King Arthur movies, where we're like,
Hmm.
why doesn't anyone get this right? And then they try it again in 5 years, and they make the same mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like sometimes Alice in Wonderland is one of those things that the the vision is too far away from the source, or
Hmm.
uh but listen, I'm here for it,
Yeah.
but I'm not confident in it.
Right. Yeah. Hmm. And Val's kind of saying the same. No offense to Miss Carpenter, like her, but I just always picture Alice as a young teenager. Maybe that's my mistake. I mean, I think most people do. I do think she probably is right on that cusp of having the capability of still looking younger than she is. I mean, she's young, of course,
Hmm.
but like looking younger than she is if they were to play that up a little bit better. But overall, it's going to be interesting to see how they do it and what they do with it and what comes of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I am excited by some of the things I feel like that are popping up in pop
Hmm.
culture. I think especially over the years, a lot of projects get announced and then they go away. I prefer them. I prefer more follow through in my life,
Hmm.
especially when it comes to pop culture. I think I don't know. Jen, did I say it to you or if I said it to Mrs. Dillo? I read a quote from the South Park creators that said, like, politics have become pop culture. Like,
Hmm.
it's not pop culture right now. There's just
Yeah.
politics as pop culture,
Yeah.
yeah, which is why they lean in a little bit to the things they do.
Yeah.
But da 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 da. Uh, but that to me that makes me I've been craving pop culture. We
Hmm.
haven't done a Dillos pop in a while.
Hmm. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what we can connect to
Hmm.
because we're old. But what is out there that then we can talk about what was in the past and how it relates to what we're seeing now.
Yeah.
Like you talk about, like it's been what 3 years since Barbie. Like that was really
Hmm.
like, oh, here we go. We're gonna
Yeah.
get things out of pop culture back in our life, and then we didn't.
Right.
Um, so anything that comes up like this, I just want follow through, follow through, follow through.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. We are now 2 minutes over, but
Oh
we did it.
no,
We did our three topics.
what have we done?
We did it. We're back, everybody. I don't know about weekly, but we're back for this week.
Or at least this week, anyway. But that will wrap it up here on Theme Park Thursday Live. Of course, you can like us in all the places. On the X Twitter, on the Facebooks, on the Instas, on the TikToks, Threads and Blue Sky. We're not paying much attention to,
Every once in a
but
while.
we're getting old. We're too old for Threads and Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Is really
Yeah.
what we learned the last 6 months. You can sub here on YouTube.
Hmm.
You can like the thing, like this live stream, so that other people watch it. We're a YouTube partner in the whole thing.
Hmm.
And we also have a Patreon at dillosdizresorts.com that, of course, is free to join unless you want to pay to support at $1 per month. Get you into our world famous, world renowned $1 one channel Discord.
Hmm.
And but the 5 and the 10, then maybe you're at a meetup with us. You never know. Until next time, she's Jen. Jen, is there anything? Did I miss anything?
No, I think you got it.
That was it. Yeah.
Yep.
Feels right. All right.
Yep.
She's Jen. I'm Frank. Bye bye.
Deuces.